In the autumn we bring the bees down from the high ground and we put them into places where we feel that they're right out of the prevailing wind. And then in the spring we move them very carefully out of the winter sites according to the weather. And it's a mistake to move them too quickly. And then we summer them in the fields, and in July all the bees are moved away to the high ground again, either down in Rossbury or further south, and some into the Lammermuirs and some into the hills around Buller, which is about 1,650 hives moved, which is a great deal of work, all done at night.
Right, this is some nice flower honey here that we've collected. All of the honey comes within a 40-mile radius of our honey farm here in Berwick-upon-Tweed, and this is the honey which is supplied to Tanfield for their range of sources. So this is the final product. This is a barrel of our flower honey which we just extracted, which is in the lid there, and you can see this is a really lovely honey, like that, lovely and okay.
Now, one example of the darker beers which we do is Evensong. Now, we've been doing this one for years, so one of the first ones we ever made. Now, Tanfield Foods uses this, one of their, look what we found, it's Evensong Ale recipe for a pour-over sauce. Goes very well with darker meats. More it's actually a traditional English recipe. Now there's the test, the final test. This is Evensong, again. Now, you'll notice when I pour it, it's not pale. I have to pour this carefully. Now, you see the froth on top of that? The froth is completely natural. The carbonation in this, which gives it its fizz, is completely natural. That comes from the yeast fermenting inside the bottle. That's why I say we don't mess about with our beers. This is real beer.
You can see here that the chickens enjoy being near a tree. They find it offers quite good shelter for them. They feel very comfortable here, very relaxed, and again they're able to grow and have their life as they want it to be, which essentially means it's a stress-free life, which then affects the meat quality in a positive way. And you can sort of see that by them being around this tree, it's just a very nice environment for them, where they feel very comfortable being outside. When I started the farm, I was convinced that consumers were becoming more knowledgeable, more educated, and more aware of how food was being produced, and they were becoming more concerned about that, and they wanted to make sure that what they were buying was ethical, welfare friendly, and to the highest of standards. And that's very much the stall I've set out on the chickens here. I want to be at the top end of what we're doing on the chicken farm. If it's not going to be the best quality chicken at the end of the day, I'm not interested in producing it. And that, I feel, shares the exact similarities with Tanfield. Tanfield are very keen to make sure that the products which go into their meals are very high quality, very high welfare, and very high provenance.
Where the boar is with the gilts. Gilts are pigs that haven't actually had a litter yet. When they have had a litter, they'll be called sow. A bit more fat on them than the white pigs and the traditional indoor bred intense farm pigs. They have like a layer of fat on them, which is not too fat, but it's just enough to add flavour to the meat, so it's nice and sweet. The Gloucesters are really quite docile pigs, as you can see. They're sat in the trough and eating at the same time. They're very lazy, or can be.
Manager Mason from Heaves Farm in the South Lakes, and this is my family, my wife Carol and my son Gary, and we produce rosé veal for Look What We've Found. This is our new building that we put up 12 months ago for the rosé veal enterprise. We try to make it as light and airy as possible, so it has all the benefits of being outside, but yet it's under cover, keeps the straw dry. Basically, we've just tried to give the calves plenty of room, plenty of light and plenty of air. Many people, when they first come on farm or they imagine a veal calf, is what they think this is. But this is the very first stage of a veal calf's life, and it is totally different to what you will see when they get to 8 months old. Trying to produce as a finished article. You can see from when they come on as small calves how narrow and small they are. We're trying to put the meat onto to fill out the loin and the buttocks, so that you know that if you're eating British rosé veal, that it's been welfare reared. There's not a problem with it, and it's been in rearing conditions like this where it's been happy and healthy.
At Steenberg's, we don't just bring in individual herbs and spices, we also blend blend and create specific blends on behalf of other companies. Recently we've been asked to do a mixed peppercorn for Look What We've Found, and in that we use a green peppercorn, black peppercorn and pink peppercorn, which we mix together in specific proportions to create this mixed peppercorn sauce. One of the things we've always liked about Tanfield, Look What We've Found, is that we actually met them pretty much at the same time as we started, and they came to us and they said, well, can you actually get us herbs and spices from specific places and show the provenance? To which we said yes, and we've actually been trading with them from the development stage before they'd even launched a single product. And what we like about the product that they have produced, or the range of products that they produce, is that they have majored on the whole provenance idea. They have gone for some original recipes, and they have nurtured specific trading relationships with the same people over a period of time, and I think that's what's been lacking in a lot of food out there in the market at the moment.